Uh, Definitely in my eyes and in my view that I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push harder. I have to train hard.
We just got wins. See, he a good fighter, but I'm coming with what I'm coming with, and just gotta make him make mistakes and things like that, and see if we can open him up and attack his openness.
Now he is going.
Definitely in my eyes and in my view that I have to come with it all. I have to do more obviously. Just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push harder. I have to train harder. We just got wins. See, he a good fighter, but I'm coming with I'll come with, and just got to make him make mistakes and things like that, and see if we can open him up and attack his openness. Now he is going up in weight. Gervonta and Lamont Roach are running it back, and the two fighters have promised fans a more intense and action-packed encounter this time. The pair have fought twice as amateurs, and this will be their second fight as professionals. Lamont Roach complained about their amateur encounters that he was cheated in at least one of the two fights. Will the pattern repeated itself in their first fight as professionals and there's the pain of defeat? Well, in this instance, the pain of a draw that'll be carried by Lamont Roach into their rematch and weight class for this fight. Do you feel like that's going to be a disadvantage for him? No, I think low-key, I think he's still probably a little bigger than me. So far as size-wise and height. So I think that it wouldn't really matter cause I'm naturally a small guy, and I'm not somebody that's coming down from a heavy weight class. The most I probably weigh this or the last couple cats was 1. Tank has never drawn a fight, nor has he ever fought a rematch. And as much as fans feel he's going to get into beat mode ahead of the rematch, there's really no exact prediction as to how he responds to this. It could really be that big fight for Tank, and it could get really bad for him, too. It comes as a huge surprise to boxing fans that the fight that was once perceived as a mismatch is now worthy of a rematch and has become one big fight that the entire boxing community is looking forward to. Universally, people have thought you fought an amazing fight and thought you won it, and it got taken from you. What has that outpouring meant to you as a fighter? It meant a lot to me, man. The core boxing fans and even the spectators across the world, man, just it shows their support. It shows that everyone saw. Interestingly, both fighters know what this rematch means to their respective careers, and they both returned to the gym immediately after the rematch was announced. For Roach, the fight represents a second opportunity to solidify his position as a remarkable fighter in the lightweight division, whose name needs to make the list of top guns like Gervonta, Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and Keshin Davis. Man, they stay focused on the task. So, once you in the ring, it's no turning back. And you definitely don't want to get caught in being burned. So, you got to stay sharp at all times while you in the inside that ring. I know. That's right. Talking about staying sharp, is there anything that changed in your regiment to prepare for this fight with Roach? Well, I'm training in DC, I haven't trained up here. Probably a win also gives him a final edge over Gervonta, a fighter he's never defeated in their past 3 encounters. But aside from that, there's also the feeling of revenge on Lamont Roach's side after he had his win stolen from him in the first fight. For Davis, the fight is a chance at redemption to prove everything that happened on March 1st was nothing but a pure coincidence, and that he's still the untouchable Tank Davis, whose punch could do as much damage as a car crash. He entered the first fight as a massive favorite and was expected by many to collect his 29th career knockout by stopping Roach, who was making his lightweight debut. Man, I'm here with the legendary, you already know, Tank. How you feeling, man? I'm feeling good. I'm getting ready, we almost there. So, feeling great. So, Roach is known for a lot of his counter punches. How do you feel you're going to be breaking down that defense in the ring? I told you I like boxing. Behind a pro-Davis crowd, Tank was unable to give the fans the highlight reel finish they have come to expect from the Baltimore native. Instead, Roach stood in the line of fire, absorbed what the hard-hitting Davis had to offer, and responded with shots that stunned not only Davis, but those in attendance. The notoriously patient Davis got off to a slow start in the early rounds as he waited for Roach to make a mistake that he could capitalize on. So I don't think that play a major part, but it definitely going to be a great fight. I feel as though that he have top-notch skills and I have top-notch skills. So come Monster Frisk going to be fireworks for sure. And man, Mar is going to be one of many great fights that you've had. How do you keep your composure with such high stakes when you in the ring? Just got to, but Roach refused to give Davis the window to counter and press the action. Davis smiled and talked to Roach early in the fight, but had to get serious once he realized that his opponent wouldn't wilt under the bright lights. Roach Jr., 29, had faced Davis and the amateurs and fell short. The boxing world expected fireworks when Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. stepped into the ring, but no one anticipated the controversy that followed. Saw what happened that night, everyone saw the true outcome. Even though we didn't get it on the scorecard, everyone knows, and that's the importance. Even throughout this appeal situation, they were supportive and thinking that the fight should have been overturned, and that's what really matters, that everyone knows. So yeah, we didn't get it on paper, but in the hearts of everyone who watched that fight, and especially the ones that are sensible, they know what happened that night. After the WBA super featherweight title bout ended in a disputed draw, Roach's team appealed to the New York State Athletic Commission, hoping for an overturned decision. However, despite acknowledging a referee's mistake in the 9th round, the commission ruled that the draw would stand. Roach Jr., clearly frustrated by the outcome, has only one way to settle the score: getting Davis back in the ring. Obviously the part with the grease in the eye that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But 2 is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that, did you see him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that was something that was bothering him? No. See, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before you jabbed him. Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, in a recent interview with ProBox TV, Roach's promoter Gary Jonas gave fans a promising update. A clip shared by Thrill Boxing on Instagram quoted Jonas saying the rematch is in his mind, a done deal. However, he admitted that formalities still need to be sorted out before anything was official. Jonas also hinted at a new and improved Gervonta Davis stepping into the ring this time. The Baltimore-born fighter who has been teasing retirement might come back sharper and more aggressive than ever. Jonas also hinted at a new and improved Gervonta Davis stepping into the ring this time. The Baltimore-born fighter who has been teasing retirement might come back sharper and more aggressive than ever. He's probably going to be angry, probably more woken up, probably more focused than he had been. Jonas stated, "I have to train harder. I have to be more mean. I have to be more physical. I have to do a lot. I have to do everything just a little more. And I think that will definitely put me over the hump. And I'm more than motivated to get back in there, get back into camp, and work hard so I can secure a victory over a pound-for-pound fighter." In which I believe, while Davis remains quiet on the details, Roach Jr. has been vocal about his desire for revenge. Frustrated by how the first fight played out, he recently took to social media to push for the rematch, even going as far as betting $250,000 on the outcome. With Davis reportedly aiming to settle the score by the end of May, the anticipation is at an all-time high. The only question now is, will the champion go ahead and rewrite his wrong, or would he just put in another display that'll make the boxing world believe he's truly done? And this is something many are believing already after one of the more controversial boxing matches in recent memory took place between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st. The entire boxing community was clamoring to see these two face off again so that the first fight's majority draw decision could be put in the rear view. That right hand that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed. He kind of rolled with it, but after that you could see him wipe his eye, and then right after I hit him with the jab, you can see him wipe his other eye. So it's like it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me because I'm right beside him. You can see me like, "Nigga, what you talking about?" So, right. But you said you don't think he willing though. Yeah. Whatever. See, but it quickly became clear that both sides were looking to get a rematch together. And an ex-post from Sports Illustrated's Chris Manx confirmed this by writing, a Tank Roach rematch could happen as early as possible.